And we begin with breaking news. It was a trip to a convenience store that turned deadly for a man in Koreatown. He was stabbed to death at a 7-Eleven on 6th Street, just north of Wilshire Boulevard. And that's where CBS 2's Joy Benedict is live this morning. Joy, what a frightening ordeal.
Yeah, very frightening, Amy, and certainly a very sad situation, as we have learned that one person has died because of this fight that, quite frankly, turned deadly. But we are live this morning. We are just about a block or so north of Wilshire here in Koreatown. You can see the Los Angeles Police Department still has this entire parking lot roped off with crime scene tape, as they are actively investigating and trying to figure out who was involved in this fight and who cost this man his life. But take a look at this video from not too long ago. It all happened around 2 o'clock in the morning. That's when officers first got the call and responded to the reports of the fight and, unfortunately, the stabbing. One man in his 30s was taken to a local hospital, but he did not survive. As for what started all of this, that still remains unclear. We know there were a couple of groups of people, possibly 3, 4, maybe even upwards of 6 people who were involved in some sort of an argument here in the parking lot. That argument then became violent, which unfortunately caused one person to pull out a knife and stab another individual at least once. As I mentioned, he was taken to a local hospital but did not survive that particular stabbing. We don't know much about the man who died. We know that he's in his 30s. It's believed that he is from somewhere in the South Bay community. What he was doing up here is also unclear, although this is a very popular area when it comes to bars and restaurants on a busy Friday night. So it's very understandable that many people would be out here at that time. And that's why the Los Angeles Police Department is asking for your help this morning. They are still actively looking for any witnesses or anyone who may have seen anything that either led up to this fight or, of course, the stabbing that followed. If that person is you, you're urged to contact the Los Angeles Police Department. And don't forget, you can always call Crime Stoppers and leave a tip anonymously at 1-800-222-TIPS. And Amy, as for the suspect right now that officers are looking for, we don't know much about him either, but we are told he did leave with 2 others in a vehicle driving away from the area after the fight altercation that turned into a stabbing. And so they are obviously actively looking for him. There are also a lot of security cameras here in this parking lot, so they're trying to go through those and see if they can lead them to the person who is involved and caused this. And of course, we're still waiting to learn more about the man who died here. So still a lot of unanswered questions, but we do know it is a very sad situation, as you can tell by that video. This man is already very much so missed. I will send it back to you.
All right, Joy, thank you.